Today, I need you to listen to me as if we were sitting face to face in my office, because what I'm about to explain to you right now can be a complete turning point for your intimate health. If you've noticed that your ejaculation has become weak, almost without force, if the semen volume has decreased, or if, at times, literally nothing comes out, this isn't just an annoyance, it's a warning. A signal your body is sending before something much more serious shows up. I'm Dr. Jane Taylor, urologist. And the truth is that most men only seek help when the problem has already turned into pain, inflammation, or a total loss of confidence. But you got here before that, and that already changes everything. Because contrary to what society teaches, semen isn't just part of the pleasure. It's a profound marker of what's happening inside your body, your prostate, your circulation, your hormones, your sleep, and even how your nervous system is functioning. That's why when your semen changes, your body is talking. And when your semen disappears, your body is practically screaming. But many men ignore it. They joke about it. They stay silent. And they suffer alone. I want you to do one thing for me right now. Write in the comments, honestly, yes, I've noticed changes in my semen. You don't have to go into detail. Just that one sentence. I personally read everything. Now take a deep breath. Let's start understanding what's really going on. When semen volume drops or completely disappears, it does not mean you've lost your virility. It simply means your body is in a new state. And you need to understand what that state is. The first thing you need to know is that ejaculation isn't just a sexual issue, it's a physiological one. For semen to shoot out with force, several systems have to work in perfect harmony. Prostate, seminal vesicles, testicles, pelvic floor muscles, blood circulation, and hormones. If just one of these pieces fails, the result shows up immediately in your ejaculation. That's why semen is one of the very first indicators of invisible imbalances. Let's go deeper. The prostate, for example, is a delicate organ, sensitive to inflammation, cholesterol, stress, and even sleep quality. When it swells, even just a few millimeters, it compresses the ducts that carry semen out. That reduces the force of the stream, lowers the volume, and sometimes blocks the semen completely. It's like trying to shoot water through a kinked hose. The pressure doesn't come, the flow doesn't appear, and you're left with that strange feeling of an empty orgasm. Most men feel this for the first time and panic. They think, did something break inside me? Have I lost my masculinity? Is this the beginning of the end? But it's not. It's just a signal. And when you learn to read that signal, you take back control. Now let's talk about circulation. Circulation is the fuel of your entire body. Without proper blood flow, nothing works right. Erections don't hold, pleasure doesn't build, semen isn't produced properly, pelvic muscles lose strength, glands become sluggish. When blood arrives weak, semen comes out weak. And guess what the biggest enemies of circulation are after age 50? Stress, sedentary lifestyle, magnesium deficiency, fragmented sleep. Yes, sleep. A lot of men think sleep doesn't affect their intimate life. But without deep sleep, your testosterone levels can drop up to 30% in just a few months. And testosterone is what drives not only desire, but also semen production. That's why sometimes when semen disappears, the real culprit isn't the prostate. It's sleep. If you wake up tired, if you sleep but never feel rested, if you wake up 3 to 4 times a night to pee, if your body never fully relaxes, testosterone simply doesn't show up. And without testosterone, semen production crashes. Now let's talk about the silent one. The condition almost nobody mentions, retrograde ejaculation. This happens when, at the moment of orgasm, the valve that's supposed to close and push the semen forward fails. Instead of going out, the semen goes backward into the bladder. You feel the pleasure normally, but visually it looks like nothing happened. And this is much more common than you think. It can be caused by diabetes, medication side effects, previous surgeries, inflammation, neurological damage, severe magnesium and zinc deficiency. The classic sign? Cloudy urine right after orgasm. That's it. Many men only discover this years later. There's another cause very few people understand: nervous system exhaustion. Ejaculation depends on a precise sequence of electrical impulses. If your body is constantly submerged in stress, anxiety, poor sleep, muscle tension, constant worry, the nerves simply don't fire correctly. Pleasure comes, but the body doesn't respond. That's why I say semen is emotional too. It tells stories you don't tell anyone else. Now, probably the most important part. Most of my patients come to me thinking their problem is strictly sexual. But when we investigate deeply, we realize everything started months earlier, when the body was already sending signals that were ignored. Fewer morning erections, waking up exhausted, irritability, loss of motivation, weaker ejaculation, reduced volume, orgasm without intense sensation. Each of these is a warning. And I want you to answer honestly in the comments. Which of these signs did you notice first? Your answer helps me create the next video. Now let's talk recovery. First, you have to restore your internal terrain. And that starts at night. Magnesium glycinate or threonate, zinc, vitamin B6, deep breathing, no screens before bed, a 10-minute walk after dinner, warm water, cutting afternoon coffee. It sounds simple, but it changes everything, because the male body is a regeneration machine. It just needs to be allowed to regenerate. When you sleep well, testosterone returns. When testosterone returns, semen returns. When semen returns, confidence returns. When confidence returns, you come back to life. One last thing, I want to ask you a deep question. Answer in the comments. Do you feel like your body is asking for help? If the answer is yes, you've already taken the first step today. Before I go, I need to ask you 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to the channel Male Secret 60+, turn on notifications. This channel exists to give you back something that should never have been lost. Your pride, your energy, your vitality, and your ability to feel intense desire again. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are not finished. Your body is just speaking. And now, you're finally listening.